Okay, so we had the alarm test. Now it's gone. So when are we going to be ready? Just
I
give
think
us.
SIU,
Yeah.
I think someone from SIUK, will you do an introduction? I think.
Okay.
Or they will let us know when it's live, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking in the background. This is David at SOK Thailand, and we've got York here presenting. So Tanya, I think you joined after. York had already, I think, greeted Anna, but thanks for joining us. Yeah, there'll be an introduction. We're just waiting for students to come in. So we do the YouTube, that's already live, just so it's technically set up, and then you've got students joining over Zoom. So the pre-registered students are via Zoom, and they should be trickling in now, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Yeah.
And we just did a confirmation. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
น้องๆคนไหนที่เข้ามาแล้วนะครับพี่หยกรบกวนพิมพ์student ID เข้ามาในแชทในแชทบ็อกซ์ให้พี่หยกหน่อยนะ No, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. ฮัลโหลครับน้องๆน้องๆที่เข้ามาแล้วพี่หยกรบกวนพิมพ์ student ID เข้ามาในแชทให้พี่หยกหน่อยนะ Okay, I think student is keep coming.
Yeah, let's give it a minute or so.
I'm sorry.
Let's give it a minute or so for the student to join.
Okay. Okay, shall we start? Okay, so I'm gonna introduce Kingston University in Thai for students. Is that okay? โอเคสวัสดีครับน้องๆพี่ชื่อพี่หยกนะโอเคเดี๋ยววันนี้เจ้าหน้าที่ของทางฝั่ง Kingston University เขาจะมาให้ความรู้แล้วก็ในเรื่องของตัวมหาวิทยาลัยเป็นยังไงบ้างมีคอร์สอะไรบ้างมีเกณฑ์การรับเป็นยังไงแล้วก็มีscholarship ให้ด้วยหรือเปล่าเนาะเดี๋ยววันนี้นะครับเจ้าหน้าที่จะมี2ท่านนะครับก็คือดร.ธัญญากับดร.แอนนา2ท่านนะครับที่เขาจะคอยตอบคำถามแล้วก็มี presentation ให้กับน้องๆถ้าน้องๆคนไหนมีคำถามตรงไหนก็โน้ตเอาไว้ก่อนแล้วเดี๋ยวท้าย presentation เดี๋ยวจะมี Q&A ตอบคำถามให้กับน้องๆที่มีข้อสงสัยนะครับในเรื่องของตัวมหาลัย Kingston เนี่ยน้องๆบางคนน่าจะทราบอยู่แล้วนะครับว่า Kingston เนี่ยอยู่ในลอนดอนนะครับโอเคก็ตัว Kingston เองนะครับก็มีหลากหลายในสาขาวิชานะครับแต่ว่าเด่นๆเลยก็คือจะเป็นในเรื่องของทางฝั่งอาร์ตโอเคis anyone hear me clear? Okay.
Yeah, I think someone had just asked if you could speak a bit. I think it's the volume maybe on their side, but if you could just speak into your mic, that would be
Okay.
super helpful. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Thanks, York. Thank you.
Okay, sorry. โอเคก็ถ้ายังไงเนาะเดี๋ยวเราจะให้ทางเจ้าหน้าที่ของ Kingston เขาเริ่ม presentation เลยนะครับแล้วเดี๋ยวอย่างที่พี่หยกแจ้งไปคือถ้าเกิดว่าน้องๆคนไหนมีคำถามก็โน้ตไว้ก่อนแล้วเดี๋ยวท้าย presentation เดี๋ยวจะมี Q&A นะครับโอเคโอเคน้องๆทุกคนได้ยินเนาะได้ยินพี่หยกชัดไหมครับOkay, so yes, please start presentation for students.
Thank you so much for the introduction, and I'm very happy to be here, part of the academic team to present Kingston Business School, but in particular the programs that we invite you to consider for studying abroad in the UK. So let me start by sharing my slides. It's about the presentation about Kingston Business School and also the overall the programs. So welcome everyone. Here is a little bit my background, who I am, and so you kind of understand a little bit more about your speaker. So I'm currently in Kingston Business School and I've been here already since 2015, so for a bit. And the reason being it's a very good place to be locally, location-wise, but also in terms of the academic community, the student community, and this is something that really was a big impact for me to stay. And I also put here my original education, which was in linguistics. And this is maybe for some students who are not sure yet if they can do marketing as their postgraduate degree, just to indicate that there's no restriction if you really want to pursue a marketing degree, because you can start with different background. Maybe you had literature degree, engineering degree. It's very easy to transfer into marketing. And it's a career that ultimately gives you so many different layers of interest, including a bit of creativity, so your right brain thinking, but also your left brain thinking with data analytics, for example, and data analysis overall. So there's so many things to be interested and be curious about in marketing, and I hope that this is something I can also introduce you to as a potential career path. So prior to Kingston, I worked in other universities as well. So bringing this expertise into Kingston, and particular area of my research is consumer behavior, so I'm teaching this, but also I've been for a while also on the different modules such as consultancy in practice, business in the digital age, and other related subjects. So now Kingston Business School. Kingston Business School is located in Kingston upon Thames, and Kingston upon Thames is actually a stone throw from central London. So you have very convenient transport links, the Kingston University bus, which takes you to Kingston Station. And from Kingston Station, you can reach Waterloo, which is very central, in about 25 minutes or so. So it is West London and ultimately a royal borough, which also has a palace, and we're proud of having this palace, and then the overall location is quite nice and secure. So you will feel secure simply because it's a lovely area to be, and even a lot of families also move here, not to be in central London, but a little bit far away, so you can have this kind of safety feeling. And also you can see there are so many green areas around Kingston upon Thames too. So the location is quite central, and we benefit by this location throughout our links with industry, as well as Kingston upon Thames Small Business Council, and ultimately the mayor of Kingston is helping as well. Here are some images of Kingston upon Thames, and the students particularly like the market of Kingston. And here's the very famous red telephone boxes, a picture. And also don't forget that we are next to River Thames, so it's beautiful walk along the River Thames and quite picturesque. So location wise, it is quite an old place to be. So the one of the kings years ago been coronated in Kingston. That's why it's even called Kingston. It's partially through this word king. And where is the business school? The business school is a little bit away from the central of Kingston in a very green area. So you can see it's surrounded by trees, and the students feel quite secure and also connected to the nature. If you love nature, if you want some space to think, to process what you've been learning, it's a good and quiet environment to be in. So here is a picture of our campus during summer months, and here's how the actual building looks like. As you can see, it can be quite buzzy, especially with the many students coming from all over the world. It's a very diverse community of students who contribute so much to the classes with the discussions and then make it more holistic. So we have students from India, we have students from Latin America, from US, from Middle East, and this is diversity that's bringing it to life. So as you can see, you can meet and network. We have lots of events in this atrium, inviting businesses, inviting guest speakers. Again, this is what we use in terms of the space. And of course, you can observe a canteen and the Bloomberg room as well at the back. So at the heart of campus, you will find so many different activities going on. It's not only your interaction with the peers, but you also have different departments here to help you, including the department who is looking after admissions, helping you to settle in. If you have any questions about the housing, they will be able to help you as well. If you need some help with employability skills, we're proud to provide the future skills, the transferable skills that the companies want. And this is something that is now been approved centrally by the university itself, and even has been presented to the government as Kingston integrating the future skills in the education. including, very importantly, employability skills that the employability team is helping to achieve. So if you need any extra help, the personal tutor scheme will be able to facilitate that. I am acting as a personal tutor myself, for example, to exchange students from Norway. And I also know the problems, the challenges that they face, the adaptation, and the personal tutor is here for you to settle in, to help you, to guide you, to look at your progress, and also look at your CV, cover letters, and generally your aspiration, where you want to go after starting your degree. It's a good thing to start this process early, applying for jobs, looking for opportunities. The sooner you start, the sooner you will understand the process, and it becomes quite easy when you progress. So don't forget that you do have the support at Kingston University. In terms of other extracurricular activities, and sometimes students arrive and become a bit homesick. So I know that this might be an outcome of transition from your home country to the UK. I highly encourage you also to think about student union and different activities that they provide. So many different societies you can join. If, for example, sports society is your thing, you can join different sports societies. I know that students from Norway particularly love playing golf, so that's their society of choice. But besides that, it's religion society as well, and some spiritual connections to be made during these activities. But if something you want to organize yourself, this area of London, Greater London, provides lots of experiences, such as hiking in Richmond Park, which is the stone throw from Richmond Park, or Surrey Hills, which is an area of natural beauty. And, you know, why not to go and explore this area where you conveniently located? So in Kingston, we are very much focusing on your interest and what you want to get from your degree. That's why we try to make an effort to understand you a little bit more. And I constantly track the progress of my students, for example, when I teach them consumer behavior, and even ask them to submit assignments throughout the module itself, and know the students even by name. So it is important for me to build up this connection, so I know what you get from your degree, so to get the value for your investment. In terms of the students' body, and this is where again Kingston is quite unique. We try to make sure that the student body is quite proactive. So we have student voice committee, and if something doesn't go well, the students have all the opportunity to express it, and also for us to improve further. We also organize some study trips for the students, or even sometimes we invite them to join a business owner in the company. Students do consultancy projects. Students do present to the clients, real organizations in the UK and abroad. And even in some degrees, they can travel abroad to do a consultancy project for them, which was the case actually with Thailand last year. Our reputation, we are proud to have ASESB accreditation, which we got quite recently, a few years back. And it's only 5% of the business schools globally have this accreditation, but also other reputable accreditations to make sure that you get the best value of your business degree. In particular, marketing degree also have partnership with Chartered Institute of Marketing, which is a very prominent body in the UK. And after graduation, you're exempt from some of the exams of this qualification. And this is not that all universities providing, but specifically our courses in marketing. And here is recent very good news in relation to our Teaching Excellence Framework. In 2023, we achieved Gold Awards in student experience and student outcomes. And by student outcomes, we mean the students who are getting employment and easily transition from education to the workplace. So we really thinking about giving you the right skill set so you can easily transition to the to the companies and being employed. In terms of now, a little bit about the courses itself, because that is something that now you can start thinking about if you are interested in marketing, because we have 3 different courses we're offering at PG level. The first one is MA in Public Relations and Corporate Communication. And this is the course if you specifically want to work in public relationships more, rather than purely in marketing. So maybe if you're interested in journalism as well, communications overall, this is the course to select from. Ultimately, my module is located in MSc Marketing and Brand Management and MSc Marketing Communication and Advertising. As you can see, the module itself is placed in the second term as it is. And at the moment, we are building up with students the required skills so they are able to write a dissertation. And my specific topic of interest is brand love. Why people love brands, why it creates value for them, why is it important? And by bringing different cases of branding, luxury, perception of prices, international branding, we prepare you to write a dissertation. The dissertation is not that long, however, it needs to be underpinned by theories, and this is where we educate you on theory, so you can take the best of the world in theory and then apply it into practice. So dissertation is structured in a way that you also write and create data set, primary research, primary data, and then you also think how this research now can be applied into practice. What would be the takeaway? So besides buyer behavior, these 2 courses also have global marketing management, which is shared, market research and data analysis, where you learn how to analyze different types of data, and also empowers you to collect your own data, to do your own research. And ultimately, it's the final output will be your dissertation. In terms of the strategic brand management, you see it's nested under marketing and brand management, where you go into more detail about the brand management theories, and also you will have a client to advise on the improvement of brand management. Slightly different for marketing, communication, and advertising, with a unique module on digital communication analytics and marketing, communication, and advertising. So you can see there's a slight differences in terms of the courses, but also some of the modules are shared between these 2. So marketing, brand management, marketing, communication, and advertising, these are Masters of Science, MSc, and public relationship and corporate communication is marketing Masters of Art. So if you have further questions about the specific modules, happy to respond to these questions at the end. So if you can now put your questions, if you have any in relation to the structure of the courses, please feel free to ask. So don't forget that our courses, marketing PG courses, are accredited by Chartered Institute of Marketing. So you will receive a certificate in digital marketing also upon successful completion of CIM digital marketing techniques module, which is also integrated in these two courses, marketing and brand management, marketing communication and advertising. And this is the additional strength for becoming more competitive in the marketplace. Because now you're not only getting a degree, but you're also getting Chartered Institute of Marketing accreditation. Now, I wanted to do a quick kind of a tester. So how these studies will look like for you to have a feeling in general, what it might be to study in Kingston marketing. So here is a funny slide on let's build a brand. So we, as a business school, also produce academic research on branding. And this is something quite unique because we have this expertise developed throughout the previous academics who already left the legacy of literature, and then we are bringing our own research into knowledge. And specifically, I am myself very curious why some products are just products and others create brands. So what brand mean for consumers? And this is something that we discuss a lot during the sessions. Why one product costs so much less than the branded product? What does it mean then for you to love Nike, for example? So here is a quick definition of what we understand by brand. So it's a name, term, sign, symbol, design, or combination that identify and differentiate you from the others, from other companies in the marketplace. So how then we create this identity and differentiation? What in 2024 a brand can mean so many different things to different people. Then how we try to build up this brand for ourselves, for our companies. And in particular, what I'm curious about, why people also sometimes even fall in love with a brand. You can see that it's been for some time now in the advertising messages, this concept of love. So what does it mean to strongly love a brand? So is it similar how we love human beings, or somehow it's different? And if it's different, what constitutes the major aspects of brand love? So, for example, if you love a product or if you love a service, do they need to possess certain characteristics? Do they need maybe to enhance your identity in some way? To think about even social media accounts, do they somehow transfer you into your own brand? So these are the questions we are answering throughout the module with the literature, including the love to luxury brands and whether they contribute sufficiently now for your own needs and wants. And also we invite a guest speaker talking about the future of the retail, future of branding, future of brand love, because ultimately as human beings, we become more and more emotional. And also we expect the experience provided by company that satisfy our need and want. And generally it can translate into quite powerful emotions such as brand love. So here is a little snapshot into the topic that I'm curious about. And nowadays, we even got the funding, which is looking at brand love in metaverse. So this is where we maybe, in a very short period of time, maybe even start have meetings in the metaverse in the near future. So ultimately, this is also a topic of discussion during our classes at Kingston. So how would you learn? We use Canvas as the online platform to facilitate your learning. Also, there are a lot of theory into practice discussions. A lot of learning resources will be provided by your lecturer through Canvas, but also you have a lot of access to these different resources from a variety of tools such as module lists of recommended reading or even the library lists. And we encourage the students to be creative, to do their own studying, and also enhance the learning by the freedom of expression. We also have interactive seminars and workshops where we do want to hear your own points of views, use case studies, research exercises, guest lectures from industry, and even sometimes we try to involve you in different competitions, such as maybe if you're very entrepreneurial minded, you can also participate in some entrepreneurial events such as Bright Idea competition. And I would like to end my presentation with a video, which is generally explaining a little bit more in relation to
Hi Debbie, how you doing?
what we do in Kingston.
Yeah, I've just come off another meeting. Can I just ask for a quick pee break? So just like, I'm literally.
Okay, so if you can hear.
What businesses want is they want graduates who can come in from university but can do things.
We have to do a consultancy in practice model where we actually work with an established UK business to solve business problems and come up with business plans.
Everything that I do in a classroom has industry in mind so that they gain a first-hand understanding of what the theory is, but more importantly, how to apply it. We're focused on making our courses very, very experiential.
Every student had the opportunity to go to field trips. For example, there was one at BMW.
So we have people working for companies such as Dyson, for Unilever, for Sky, and also working in the big creative and advertising agencies.
You really get to see what makes a huge company successful. It gives us insight into what we can achieve.
There are a raft of extracurricular activities for students.
There are sports societies, cultural societies, religious societies. There's basketball, there's futsal, there's swimming.
I went on from someone who was a little timid, shy, to someone who is not afraid in seeking new opportunities. I really like that everyone just came together to support my journey, and it's just been such a delightful experience studying here.
We are created with experts and delivered by educators with passion.
Okay, so let me
What businesses want is they want
stop sharing. Okay.
has industry in mind so that they gain a first-hand understanding. Oh dear. Oh God, no, I'm fine.
I think okay.
No one else is.
Okay.
Just asking me stuff.
Hi Anna, I think we can hear something someone in the background, I'm afraid.
Yes, apologies, it's my colleague in the office.
You know, do stuff.
I think I can try rejoining because I think it's a bit stuck in terms of the video sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can hear you clearly, but we can
will-
also unfortunately hear your colleague
Okay.
clearly. So if that conversation needs to be private, they should leave the room, I think. That's okay. Thank you.
Sorry. Yes, now I switched it off.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think I can try to rejoin because it's my colleague also on the call. I don't know what's the best thing, or if
I don't know.
Tanya can take over for now.
I mean, I think it was
And then
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to maybe move locations, Anna,
Yeah.
just maybe put somewhere that
Thank
your
you. Thank you.
colleague can, yeah, that's fine. I can. I have a few slides just to go introduce our scholarship that I can just share, and then we can come back and maybe do a Q&A with if people have questions for Anna or indeed for myself.
Sure, sure.
So let me Great, so I hope you can all see my screen. This is just to let you know about the opportunity that we have for a scholarship, which is available for Thai students who apply for a master's program, a one-year master's program, and that can be in any subject, starting this September at Kingston University. And this is part of a scholarship scheme called the Great Scholarship Program, which we working on together with the British Council in Thailand. And the scholarship is worth a total of £10,000, and that is paid towards your tuition fees for a one-year master's program. So it's a very good scholarship, and you are able to study at Kingston, obviously, for a master's program in any subject, which will be starting in September. How can you apply? You need to have an offer first for a master's program at Kingston. So that's the first step. So you need to obviously decide what course you are interested in. And we have, besides what you've just heard from Anna about the business school and marketing programs, we also have lots of other subject areas, anything from art and design to biomedical science, to engineering, to social sciences, such as psychology, to what else would you we also do things like nursing. So we have a wide range of courses available at Kingston. And the website is a good starting point, or obviously speak to the counsellors at SIUK as well, and they will be able to help you further. So that's your first step. And for Thai students looking to apply for a master's program with us, we are looking for a good first degree, so a bachelor's degree, which can be obviously from a Thai university, normally with the GPA from about 2.4 up until, depending on what course you apply for. So it's the best thing is to look on our course pages for more information. So the first step, after you've got an offer to study with us, then you can apply for the scholarship. And as part of the scholarship application, we ask you to do a video profile of yourself, to introduce yourself, to tell us why we choose you, or why we should choose you, why you make a good scholar, and what you would bring to Kingston University. And you also need to do a personal statement as well as part of your application. It's open to Thai passport holders, and the deadline to apply for the scholarship is the end of May. So make sure that you obviously take enough time to apply for your course, because it can take between 4 to 6 weeks to get an offer for the course. Sometimes it can be quicker. So, it just depends what course you're applying for, and if it's really busy, obviously admissions are always busy, but there are certain peak times. So we do leave enough time for your course application. And then once you have an offer, that can be either conditional or unconditional. So you don't need to have an unconditional offer at this stage. You can apply for the scholarship also with a conditional offer. And you then can go on our website and search under the international pages, and you search for scholarship, and you will see the application form for the grade scholarship, and you need to submit that, including your video profile. What are we looking for from our scholars? We want students who want to get involved and make a difference, and we're looking for future Kingston champions. So students that can help us with our marketing and advertising, and that can represent Kingston when you're here, but also when you go back to your home country to promote us to other students in future. Whoops, sorry. And you should be creative and original in the video, but we don't judge the production quality, so you can just do it on your phone. Most of you will probably have TikTok account, Instagram, Facebook, social media, any sort of social media accounts. So you probably, we find that most of the people that apply are very familiar with social media and doing videos. So it can be done completely on your phone. You don't have to worry about, the production quality, etc. So we're looking for the content to be original and creative and to represent yourself. And it should be quite short, so 1 minute maximum. So you don't need to spend a huge amount of time doing it, but we do need to, it is a requirement as part of the application. So don't forget to do the video, because if you don't do a video, your application will not be considered. There's also, if you go to our website, you will find there's a video there from one of our current scholars about what to include in the scholarship application. So that might also be something for you to have a look at in preparation for the application. Right, and I just leave you here with a picture of Kingston Riverside. So as Anna has already mentioned, Kingston is a very picturesque place, especially in the summer. And this is, as you can see from the way people are dressed, this is taken in the summer. So it's beautiful by the river. Lots of students make use of the river and going for walks along the river, and you can also hire boats out as well. So it's a very picturesque and very beautiful setting. So it's quite a relaxing place to be, but very, very close to London at the same time.
I'm also back. If you can hear me.
Yep. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. Right. Because I rejoined, I don't see the chat with questions, so feel free to let me know if any questions related to the programs itself or teaching style. So it would be good to hear.
โอเคน้องๆคนไหนมีคำถามสงสัยตรงไหนไหมครับสามารถเปิดไมค์ถามเจ้าหน้าที่เขาได้เลยนะหรือว่าจะพิมพ์มาในแชทบ็อกซ์ก็ได้ครับ มีน้องคนไหนมีคำถามไหมเอ่ย
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think one student is going to ask the question, but letting him type. Okay.
I can see some comments.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Student has asked, does London University have online course?
I can start, and maybe Tanya can also follow up. So as far as I know, all the marketing courses that we have, which are 3, the ones that I presented, they are fully offline. So it is expected that you are here in the UK. But maybe, Tanya, you have some information about online courses that maybe other departments provide.
Yeah, we don't have anything online, unfortunately. So all of our programs are delivered in person. We do have online pre-sessional courses, so pre-sessional English. So if your IELTS or English language is not the right level before you start your degree, you can come and do an online pre-sessional course, which is, as the name says, is delivered online. But all of the academic, sort of the undergraduate and the master's programs are all delivered in person. So we don't offer anything online, unfortunately. So it means coming to Kingston to study.
Okay, thank you มีน้องคนไหนมีคำถามอีกไหมมีไหมเอ่ยน้องๆคนไหนมีคำถามไหมพิมพ์มาก็ได้นะเดี๋ยวพี่ถามเจ้าหน้าที่เขาให้ Okay, are there any scholarship available for a student? I think it's gonna be separate from the grade scholarship.
Yes, we do. Besides the grade scholarship, we do also offer other scholarships for international students, both undergraduate and postgraduate, and they are worth £5,000 towards the tuition fees. And again, in order to apply for one of those, you will need to have an offer first for a course. So the application process is fairly similar to what I talked about earlier with the grade scholarship. You need to apply for the course with us first. And then once you have an offer, either conditional or unconditional, you then can apply for a scholarship. The scholarships, the international scholarships will open later this month, so in March, and then close probably at the end of April. So it's quite a short window when you can apply. So if you are interested in starting in September, then this is something you need to look into as soon as possible. And I'm sure SI UK can also help you with your application.
Thank you มีน้องคนไหนมีคำถามเพิ่มเติมอีกไหมเอ่ยมีไหมครับ
Could I just make a comment, actually, Jorg?
Yes.
And maybe just add in Thai afterwards. So I'll just put my video on quickly. Hey, everyone, this is David from SI UK. Just following on from Tanya's point there, if you're looking at scholarships and you're kind of daunted by starting things, here in the Bangkok office at SIK, we do have SOP or personal statement drop-in sessions. Right now, they're every Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. So if you kind of feeling lost and you don't know where to start with your personal statement and thinking about the content you'd want to write for the scholarship as well, every Thursday, 5 Bangkok time, 5 to 7 p.m, we can help with those kind of things as well. So would happily help, and that I run those, so I'd be happy to help run or talk to a student about that with the scholarship as well. So yeah, just wanted to add that, York. Thank you.
Thank you David.
Thank you so much, David. And on this point, just to bring this to attention of students, my experience, I used to be also on this scholarship when I originally came for doing my master's in the UK. And even though it seems to maybe to some that is unachievable, it's actually quite realistic. You just need to try. because actually your candidacy might be the best fit. So you never know if you don't try. And, be courageous, just go for it. So, and now you can hear you have such a great service even to check your personal statement. And yeah, why not? So it's, still people, and we look for bright students ourselves now, and we love to help as well where we can.
Yeah, thanks, Anna. I agree, and I think we always look for diversity, obviously, with our student cohort, and we get some students from Thailand, but maybe not as many as we'd like. So we're always keen to get more applications from Thai students to help with our diversity on campus. So your chances are good, and I would encourage you to apply. And as Anna said, you never know. It's you just got to give it a go and try, and then yeah. And I mean, I think also with the grade scholarship, it's something that Kingston offers, but also is offered by lots of other universities. So you can also, apply to different universities as well to give you a few more chances. So yeah. So we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, I think on that one, sorry, York, I'm just going to jump in again. I think that's actually a really good point. And Anna, I'm really glad you raised that, because I think, for those listening, basically with the scholarship applications, we get so many UK university applications here at SRUK Thailand. And then when we talk to different universities, those students who've applied don't necessarily apply for the scholarship, even when there's like no cost involved or anything like that. It's just your time thinking about your personal statement, and sometimes maybe a separate scholarship question, and so on. And so, yeah, I just want to echo, like, definitely, it's actually staggering how many students don't, and we're here to support that. So again, with the personal statement workshops that we do, or drop-in sessions, we can help with that. So even if you haven't started a personal statement, we can start from there. That's okay as well. So York, yeah, thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you everyone. น้องๆมีคำถามเพิ่มเติมไหมเอ่ยมีคำถามเพิ่มไหมเอ่ยโอเคถ้าไม่มีแล้วเดี๋ยวยังไงเดี๋ยวพี่จะให้ทางเจ้าหน้าที่เขาปิด presentation เนาะเดี๋ยวยังไงเดี๋ยวพี่แจ้งนี่ให้เนาะแล้วเดี๋ยวถ้าเกิดว่าน้องๆคนไหนมีคำถามเพิ่มเติมหลังจากนี้เดี๋ยวทางพี่คอนซัลท์ของ SRUK จะติดต่อกลับอีกทีหนึ่งนะครับโอเคเนาะโอเคได้งั้นก็ยังไงถ้าเกิดว่าน้องๆคนไหนสนใจตัวที่คุณเดวิดเขาบอกว่ามี SOP section ก็สอบถามเพิ่มเติมกับพี่คอนซัลท์ได้เลยนะครับโอเคI think there is no more question from students.
Just from me, again, if any of the students wants to reach out to us as well throughout the process, helping to understand a little bit more about the programs, about the process of applications, we're here to help, and just to thank once again the students who made some time to listen to us, to our presentation. And of course, we would be very delighted to welcome you in here in Kingston. And we have long stands of students coming from Thailand and contributing to the class discussions. And it's always good to see Thai students here in the UK. So thank you very much for those attended today. And if Tanya, maybe you also want to summarize, and if you have anything to add.
No, I think it's just to also say, yeah, big thank you to SRUK for setting this up and supporting. And yeah, as Anna said, we're here to help you if you've got any questions about the courses or about the scholarship application or anything else. Just reach out to us. We're more than happy to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you everyone. ขอบคุณน้องๆทุกคนที่เข้ามาjoin presentation วันนี้นะครับยังไงถ้าเกิดมีคำถามตรงไหนเพิ่มเติมก็เดี๋ยวติดต่อพี่คอนซัลท์เขาได้เลยเนาะโอ Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye.